We are the Gravestone Project. We're Group 3, and we're working under our sponsor, Dr. Amy Giroux. People around the world often share the desire to memorialize the dead. This desire is most commonly channeled into memorials like gravestones, monuments, and literature detailing the lives of the departed, but it may extend to other, less considered forms like death certificates and government vital records. Regardless of the form it comes in, as we live our own lives in an increasingly digital environment, we seek to extend this memorialization through technology. In doing so, we open an incredibly accessible medium for the discovery and study of the ways that people choose to memorialize the dead. Even with this interest, there are few to none currently maintained websites that offer the ability to archive such information. Similar websites exist with the goal of archiving singular forms of memorialization, such as obituaries and gravestones. However, none focus on the universal archiving of death-related artifacts. In acknowledgement of this interest, we present the Gravestone Project, with the goals of creating an easy-to-use platform for scholars and the general public to work together in digitally archiving and subsequently studying all tangible forms of memorialization. The Gravestone Project is an existing website that we've added functionality to achieve this goal. This functionality includes user accounts, a searchable database of death-related artifacts, and several administrative tools for the managing of users and content. Before we move on, let's take a brief moment to introduce each of the team members.
Hi, I'm Shelby Manown. I'm project manager and lead front-end developer.
Hey, I'm Jaden Sipe. I worked on the project as a front-end developer as well as a Flex back-end developer.
Hello, my name is Timothy Zamathis, and I am the lead backend developer.
Hi, I'm Alex Ravelo, database architect and one of the backend developers.
Our goal was to provide a website that met all the sponsors' goals, matched the existing website's design, and is constructed in a manageable and concise way. The website we made was with a MERN stack, MERN being MySQL, ExpressJS, React.js, and Node.js. We split into multiple pages and components, being a search page, an article, and an administrative page.
So our project difficulties, each of us started with little to no experience in the development of our respective parts, whether that be back-end, front-end, React, Express, that kind of thing. And we spent a lot of time troubleshooting server connectivity issues and bugs at the time that we could not understand. We were basically searching for weeks how to fix stuff, and we just couldn't figure out how to do it. All right. So our project successes for this project, despite starting with little experience, each of us has gained invaluable experience and comfort in the front end and the back end development cycle as a result of this project. Despite the frustration of bugs, the time we spent researching these issues helped us resolve similar issues with a new mindset. Our appreciation of the content and purpose of this website drove us to ensure the quality of this work. We really wanted to provide something that we could all feel proud of.
So this is the main page of the Gravestone Project, and the first thing we're going to do is create a new account. So you see the things you need to create a new account are a valid email address, a password that fulfills the website's security requirements, and it will make you retype that password. However, we already have an account prepared, so we're just going to go to login. Now, we have our account, we do remember our password, but in the chance that you've forgotten your password, you can enter your email address, and through the use of the Twilio SendGrid API, you will receive an email that has a reset password link in it that you can follow. But we'll return to login. And we'll log in. So now we're going to take a little bit of a look at the search functionality on the website. From the top, you'll see that we have a bar of just searching the artifact title, and if you were to click on more search options, additional fields show so you can define your search. What we're going to do is we're going to search for first name John, and we're going to look up the word cemetery within the site name. That will include any sites that have the word cemetery in it. And we're going to perform a search, and you'll see that we have 21 different results for anyone with the name John that is in a cemetery. So next, what you can do is you can sort these results. You can sort them by relevance, by artifact title, which is A to Z, or by artifact title Z to A. We'll turn it back to relevance, and we're going to clear out our search fields for a moment. And now we're going to click the button Open Map. And you'll see here there are several different types of tags. There's a red tag, that will be the birth locations of anyone who's part of an artifact. The yellow, that will be the death locations of anyone who's part of an artifact. Or the blue, which will be the actual locations of the artifacts. On the left, we have our search filters, the first one being filter results by location radius. This will allow users to enter a distance, choose the unit of measurement, and enter an address they'd like to look from. So we're going to look 1,000 miles, and we're just going to look from France. So you'll see here a gray circle has appeared, and within it there are 2 death locations and 1 artifact location. And you'll see the second different type of search filter is the filter location types. If you toggle these, it will consider which types of locations within the search radius. So if we turn off artifact location and apply filters, you'll see the artifact location, the blue pen, has disappeared. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to clear the filters. And now we're going to look at artifact types. So if we click on that, we're going to select grave. And then beneath, we're going to click at filter person types and select dad. And if we apply these filters, you'll see we have 32 results, each of which is a grave, and at least one person within the grave or related person is a father.
So now I'll be showing you our administrator panel. So if you go over here to account, you can see only admins will be able to see this, which is administrative tools. We can click on this. We have 4 different tools here: artifact submission single, batch, user accounts, as well as tag manager. I'll be starting on the tag manager tool, which, so right here, you can search. You can also change the type of tag between artifact and person, and search again works the same. So that was our artifact and person tags. I'll go back here to user accounts, and you can see here, these are all the users on our website. You can go ahead and search. The point of this tool is to be able to promote, demote, and delete user accounts. So we can go ahead and, right here in this account, we can go ahead and promote them. It'll show you the user ID and the username. To promote, you must retype the username. And if you were to get this wrong, it would error out and tell you that you typed it in wrong, but I'll go ahead and type it in right, and go ahead. And you can see here that it promoted this user, so this user is now an admin. I'll go ahead and demote this user. It'll show you the same information as before. Here we go, demote, and this user is no longer an admin. And I will go ahead and delete them. And this user no longer has an account here on our site. Next, we can go to batch. So batch requires a submitter name, so I'll just put my name. A submitter email, I'll put the email I used, as well as a CSV file, which contains a formatted document containing artifact information, and an images file. Now go ahead and add that. Next, we have our artifact submission single. You can go ahead and open this, and this will show you all the information you can type in for an artifact. This information will come from the Google Forms that users submit. So I'll go ahead and add an image, 3 images. Now I'll go ahead and give them each an attribution, as well as a description. And go ahead and give this artifact a title. I'll put in my submitter email, as well as my submitter name. This check mark shows if the artifact was submitted from Twitter or not. We'll just keep it yes for now. I'll do a artifact site name, city, state, and country, as well as transcripts, sample transcript, full translation. I can then add tags to our artifact. This shows up later in our searching and things like that. So I'll go ahead and add the tombstone we added before and grave. I'll also add a couple people to this artifact. I'll add John Smith with just a quick date of birth of, let's say, 01, 02, 1975. And died that date. So this John Smith was born in Daytona Beach, Florida, and died in Jacksonville, Florida. Cause of death was a car crash, very unfortunate. And Mr. John Smith was a smelter. Go ahead and add a tag. He was a dad and a brother. And we could add a new person. Beautiful wife, Betty Smith. Go ahead and give them some date of birth and date of death here. Her birthplace was Orlando. They died in the same city, Jacksonville, Florida, US. Fortunate, the car crash took them out both. Her occupation is a blacksmith. That will give her the mom tag. So we can go ahead and submit. We'll do searches and we can go ahead and submit.
That concludes the demo for the Gravestone project. We sincerely hope this project will be put to good use in the future.